Hey guys, Camfrey 15 back out with another video for you guys. Back with another episode review of My Happy Marriage, but this time have My Happy Marriage season 2. And well, listen, um, solid start. We're getting obviously an interesting thing. Mio's dream sight ability goes off, which potentially could be a premonition of the future. She finally meets Kudo's parents. The dad is fine. The mom is, well, not exactly the best. And then obviously, we get a warning at the end from Prince Takahito about some calamity going on. But anyways, we start the episode off um, with Mio in a dream sequence, and it's kind of basically like a little mini, I guess you can say a little mini intro or catch up to where we're at now. But then it ends off in this situation where Kudo's all by himself. Mio's looking at him, and and Kudo's obviously crying, and she obviously wakes up. So I don't know if this is like some sort of like premonition she's getting with her dream sight ability of something that potentially could happen to him. Now, at the end of the episode, Prince Takahito makes a mention about, the Usaba's, the Usaba situation, and Mio's dream sight's ability is going to be coming to fruition, and there's going to be an incident that's coming, and that, he's telling Arta like, you need to prepare because there is a calamity coming. And we see also in the episode that apparently like there's this demon or something, you know, that the defense force that Kudo's a part of was aware of. So basically one of his men like told him like, hey, be wary and everything, and this demon is out here. So it's gonna be interesting. This calamity. So they're clearly setting something up very crazy to happen in in this season, where maybe it puts Kudo's life at risk, and obviously because it has ties to Mio, and everything, right? And basically, it also seems like Arata is going to play a role in this as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this plot line goes. Like, which it gets me worried. I'm like, oh god, don't tell me, like, because we already got it. Because at the end of the season 1, they already did the Kudo death flags, right? And essentially, it seems like they're going to do the Kudo death flag thing again. But it also seems like Mio's going to play a big part in this calamity, and maybe she can prevent this calamity. But the dream side, maybe again, it's obviously her ability. Maybe it's also like a thing that forewarns her of certain situations or certain doom that can happen, especially to ones that she's close with, right? So there's the thing. But after that, yeah, after that, like first part of the episode of that dream sequence, it's funny because Arata's there, eating breakfast with them, and Mio basically, wanted him to come over so she can ask about what was going on. And it's funny because even still, then Kudo is absolutely like, he wants nothing to do with Arata. He hates Arata. He's like, I never asked you to come here and sit down and eat breakfast with us. You know, I think deep down, it's clear that he's still upset that he lost to Arata, but two, I think you can say he's deep down jealous because he thinks Arata has eyes for obviously his wife, right? It's absolutely funny how this man gets so damn jealous over this dude. He's just like, I don't want you here. I'm trying to spend a nice, lovely morning with my wife, and you're over here. Anyways, you get that whole funny scene right then and there, but it then leads to them going shopping, and obviously Kazuki was there. It's always good to see Kazuki. It was great to see her again, even if it was for a few minutes of the episode and everything. And it's funny because they went out shopping to get Mio some new clothes, right? And basically Kazuki is like, you need to, or Kudo's kind of being like a party, but he was like, I kind of want to just go home now. Why are we doing all the shopping? And Kazuki is just like, oh, hush up. You should be valued at taking your beautiful wife to be out on something and go out shopping with her. And also, don't try to lie like I didn't see you oogling her and everything. Which it was absolutely funny because Kazuki's just like, man, please, this is your wife. You're gonna have to be going shopping with her all the time when you guys get married. So you're gonna have to make sure you pick out the best of the best outfit for her, and don't act like you weren't staring at her, looking at her some sort of way, right? And then we also get an interesting thing here. Like, my God, Mio's. I'm guessing this is also another ability of her dream side ability, but there was this weird individual in a cloak and like a hat with some glasses, and Mio was actually kind of like fearful right now because she's like, it feels like somebody's watching me. I don't know who this dude was. He looked like the silhouette looked like, and the effect of glasses looked like the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen. I forgot what his name was. He died in season 2, but um yeah, I forgot, but I'm like, what the hell? That was tripping me out. I'm like, wait, what is going on? Like, this dude was in some sort of trench coat, some hat, and some glasses, and looking pretty ominous. We don't know what he looks like, but Mio makes the mention of like she feels like she's being watched. So could this be like this Usaba thing that obviously Takahito was talking about at the end of the episode? Maybe is this something to do with whatever Kudo has going on? I don't know, but I saw that whole situation. You know, I'm like, I love that. I'm like, I love that whole situation, right? And I'm just like, okay, this is getting interesting, okay? So, what then happens is this one guy grabs her, right? And it's actually revealed because she's like, wait, what? And she's like, his touch feels oddly familiar and comforting, but I don't know why. And then basically Kudo's like, what the hell are you doing here? And it's basically revealed, we get introduced to Kudo and Kazuki's father. His father looks just like Kudo, or Kudo looks just like his father, and everything. And basically Kudo's father is like, well, I was just here to finally, see your wife to be, your fiance. I just wanted to see what she looked like because I never had the time to do that. But you also kept turning me down to make sure to see her. And Kudo's like, bruh, I don't want nothing to do. Like, go home, please. Like, I don't really care and everything. But Mio gets to meet his dad. And his dad's actually pretty caring and is actually like, it's nice to meet you and everything. And he's very open and in everything. So he basically tells Kudo like, hey, I want you to go home, show your mother, your new wife and everything, right? Plus it's good to go home and see the family, and everything. You need to go do that, right? Now Kudo's against it, but Kazuki's just like, no, you're gonna go home and you're gonna go take your wife to go see mother, right? So that's the thing. Now, if you remember from season 1, we remember how when Kazuki had her whole marriage and everything and the divorce, her mother actually had to talk with her about it, about basically having regrets about those actions. And you would think, like, okay, the mother's nice. She's wholesome. She might be great. Yeah, and then you meet the Kudo mother. You meet Kudo's mother, and she treats Mio just like as if it was the stepmom from season 1. And it's just like she calls like Mio bitch like a servant. Like she's like, who the hell is this servant girl? And then that's obviously when Kudo's like, bro, this is my fiance. Like, I'm gonna be married to her soon. And she kind of disowns her, saying like, she's nothing special and everything. Like, obviously Mio does the respectful thing, bows down to her. She's like, hey, it's nice to meet you and everything, right? And then she's like, the hell are you doing? Get up. And then obviously she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just wanted to pay respects. And she's like, why are you apologizing to me? And she's being very strict and stern with Mio. And I'm watching this. I'm like, bruh, don't tell me we're going through this situation again. We've already been through this whole situation of Mio having these parents that are basically rude and mean to her and abusive to her. And next thing you know, his freaking mother, her mother-in-law, is basically no different than the mom from freaking season 1. Now, I did watch another reviewer, and I do wonder if maybe she's kind of testing Mio to see, like, okay, let's see why, you were married off to my son. Like, are you actually, and who knows? Maybe she loves her son so much, she feels like, Mio is not worth his time. And also remember, like, Kudo would always have these engagements, but he would break them off because, that'd be the whole thing, right? And maybe, you know, the mother's also looking out for her son too, as the fact, like, I hope you're just not trying to marry my son for his, obviously his looks and his riches, right? And maybe she could be testing him to see, like, do you truly love my son? Or are you just gonna be like all the other skanks where you just get sick of him and then just divorce him because it's not what you wanted in a relationship? So albeit now thinking about it, like, albeit I didn't like her attitude, the way she was treating Mio. I guess it's also understandable the reason why she's kind of like acting like that, because she's seen her son be engaged multiple times, but the engagements get broken up, and mostly it's because the women broke off with Kudo because it wasn't what they thought they were getting, right? And basically, from what they said in season 1, he scared the women off, right? And she wants to basically probably test Mio to see, like, okay, do you truly love my son? Are you willing to stay with my son till the very end, even if he does something despicable, right? But we know Mio's gonna always stay by Kudo's side because she legitimately loves him. That's like her number one person, right? But regardless, I did love the fact how Kudo stepped in. He's like, look, man, if you talk down to my wife like that, I'm gonna have to handle you right now. And she just like, oh, please, don't you even start this crap, because he ends up bringing like his freaking supernatural abilities, like his lightning. She's like, oh, I know you're not raising your powers towards me, boy. And I'm just like, ooh, I'm like, shit's getting freaking juicy here. And, the dad eventually gets involved and is like, okay, calm down, guys. Calm down. It's cool head. It's like, oh, look, it is what it is, all right? And then as they're walking, as Kudo and Mio are walking to the room, or to the room, right? Their quarters, essentially. I was absolutely shocked that, Kudo is like, you ever try to hurt me or you try to say anything disrespectful about her again, let it be known I'll kill you. And I'm just like, oh shit. So, maybe he doesn't have the best relationships with his mother. Maybe it's different for Kazuki, but it seems like he definitely does not have a good relationship with his mother. But when I heard him say, like, I would kill you just for you disrespecting my wife like that, I was just like, damn, this man ain't holding back. He just like, don't put my wife's name in your mouth. Otherwise, I don't give a shit if you're my mother. I will kill you for that. Because obviously we know he's very protective of Mio. He loves Mio dearly. Because Mio basically made him the person he is today, and subsequently opened his eyes and opened his heart up and everything, right? They do have a nice little talk where he shows her around where he grew up and everything. It was nice to see. And then you do get this funny scene where they're basically in their bedroom and Mio's looking at the bed and she's like, wait a goddamn minute. She's like, there's only one bed. Holy hell. I'm actually gonna have to sleep with Lord Kudo in the same bed. And I'm just like, well, your guys are going to be a married couple, so you guys would be sleeping in the same bed. Because remember, they're still sleeping in separate rooms in their own household. Again, you would think like, okay, maybe they should sleep together in the same bed. Like, obviously, don't get too frisky or anything, but maybe they just share a bed and everything because after everything that happened, but now they still sleeping separate. And I found it so adorable and so cute. She was getting so flustered about the whole situation because Kudo's like, are you good? And she's like, well, it's just there's only one bed and and things like that. I don't know. Kudo basically got, I think he ended up picking up with it, but he wasn't really bothered by it. It seemed like he was more than willing to be like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with sleeping with in the same bedroom as you, but you can clearly tell your girl was all freaked out and she was all flustered because she's like, I'll tell the people that to get us like another bed and something like that. This man gave the most nonchalant. I don't know. Maybe he really wanted to sleep with me, or maybe he knew what he was doing. He probably wanted to make sure he cuddled with her in the same bed. I personally think that would be adorable. I think maybe at some point this season, the closer they continue to get, she'll start to grow out that comfort zone to be like, you know what, I want to sleep in the same bed as you, Lord Kudo, right? So that could be something adorable that they're potentially building up. But regardless, we got a lot of potential. We got a lot of potential in we got a lot of potential in terms of where the story potentially could go and things like that. So yeah, but anyways, that's basically it. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. If you guys like the video, leave a like in the comment section, your thoughts. Hit that subscribe button if you want to get more My Happy Marriage content. I'm glad that it's finally here, season 2, and things like that. But till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night, or have a great rest of your day or your night or whenever you're checking this video. Until then, guys, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.